Hello everybody and welcome to another video of R&R Partners. Today we're going to talk about marriage in Romania and what matrimonial regime you can choose. So if you decided to get married in Romania, first of all, congratulations. Secondly, the most important thing, but not so fun thing, is to make a bit of research into the legal and administrative aspects of getting married here. And before jumping into your marriage, you should know that in Romania, like in many other places around the world, you have more options to choose from when you want to decide upon the matrimonial regime that you have during the marriage, which mainly concerns your assets and how you will split them with your spouse after you get married. Our legislation offers three types of matrimonial regimes. The first one and the most used one is the legal community regime, where your assets are more or less together into the marriage. The second one is the separation regime, where each of the spouses has their own assets and they do not merge after you get married. And thirdly, you have the conventional regime where spouses can choose a more complex and diverse type of regime. For example, they want to merge some of their assets, but others they want to stay separate, and they have the full flexibility to choose. So we'll start with the first one, the legal community regime. If you do not choose a matrimonial regime for your marriage, then the law will apply. And the law says that if you do not make any exceptions, then after you get married, all your goods, all your money that you have with your spouse will merge together. And this regards only the goods and the money that you get after the marriage. So before your marriage, if for example you own a land and your spouse owns a company, when you get married, they do not merge in the sense that what you had before your marriage is still yours totally. But after you get married, if you receive money from a job, if you buy a house or land and you do not say otherwise in the papers, then you both will own those pieces of property or those assets. And owning them together means that each of you will receive 50% of those shared goods. There are also some exceptions. For example, if some of your goods, your assets are especially for your job, special things that only you use, then they will be 100% yours. You will not share them with your spouse. For example, if you are a doctor or a lawyer and you have certain, I don't know, books or special equipment that is for you and only for your job, then the law says that they will still belong to you. Also, if you inherit any goods, this is very important. If, for example, a relative dies and they leave you a piece of property, then you will not share that piece of property with your spouse. It will only be yours because you are the one who inherited it. But what happens if you want to choose another type of regime? Like, for example, you want separation of assets. This is most commonly known as a prenup. A prenup means that the spouses decide how they want to have their assets after they get married, and it will not be common. They can either split some of the money or all of it. It depends on what exactly they want. The prenup, very importantly, you should know that according to Romanian law, is not necessarily done only before the marriage. So, for example, you get married, you do it under the legal matrimonial regime, so you have common goods or your goods are joined together. At some point you decide that you have changed your mind and you want your goods to be yours and his or hers to be hers. In that sense, you can go to the public notary here in Romania and issue such a declaration. This can be done, as I mentioned, as a prenup before the marriage, but also after. The only thing you should know is that if you change your mind, so if you want to split the goods with your partner, you can only do that 1 year after you get married. You cannot do it in the first months of marriage. If you get a separation of assets, like from a prenup or during your marriage, there are some advantages in the sense that although it is not as romantic as let's say traditional marriage would be, if something happens, for example, if you want to split up or maybe for tax reasons in some cases, having your separate assets can make things a lot easier. So that is about it regarding matrimonial regimes in Romania. If you need more details or if you have any questions about things that we did not have time to mention during this video, you can leave us comments in the comment section below and we'll try to answer them as fast as possible. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We have many other videos on legal aspects coming up, and if you have any other topics that you would like us to discuss, maybe about things that you encountered during your stay in Romania, or you want to come to Romania and would like to find out more about them, also make sure to leave us a comment down below. Up until next time, have a great day. Bye bye.